Dear students, today we are going to discuss the importance of public finance. Public finance is not only concerned with the collecting taxes and spending money, it is an important tool through which government promotes economic growth, social welfare, and national development. The importance of public finance can be understood through the following points. Now let us discuss each point one by one. The first one is economic development. Public finance helps in the economic development of a country. Economic development means increasing national income, improving living standards, reducing poverty, and creating employment opportunities. The government collects revenue through taxes and other sources and invests this money in infrastructure such as road, railways, airports, irrigation projects, power supply, and digital technology. These investments increase the production, attract private investment, and accelerate economic growth. For example, construction of highways and industrial corridors encourages the industries to establish factories which increase production and employment. Economic development is possible only when the government provides essential public services. Therefore, the next important is the provision of public welfare. One of the primary responsibility of the government is to improve the welfare of its citizen. Public finance enables the government to provide essential services such as education, healthcare, sanitation, drinking water, public transport, and social security. These services improve the quality of life and promote social well-being. For example, government hospitals, government schools, free vaccination programs, and food subsidy schemes are all financed through public finance. While providing public welfare, the government must also ensure that wealth is distributed more fairly among the people. So, public finance helps reduce the gap between rich and poor, reduction of economic inequalities. The government collects higher taxes from people with higher incomes and uses this revenue to provide subsidies, scholarships, pensions, healthcare, and welfare programs for economically weaker sections. This process is called redistribution of income and it promotes social justice. For example, scholarships for poor students and pension schemes for senior citizens are financed through government funds. Reducing inequality is important, but maintaining stable prices is equally necessary for healthy economy. Price stability. Price stability, price stability means controlling inflation and preventing excessive fluctuations in prices. When prices rises rapidly, people purchasing power decreases. During deflation, business activities slow down. Through public finance, the government controls inflation by adjusting taxation and public expenditure. For example, during inflation, the government may reduce unnecessary expenditure or increase taxes to control excess demand. A stable economy creates confidence for business and also encourages the employment generation. Public finance plays an important role in creating employment opportunities. When the government invests in road, bridges, schools, hospitals, irrigation projects, and public works, many jobs are created directly and indirectly. Government recruitment in education, healthcare, police, and public administration also provides employment. For example, construction of metro railway provides employment for engineers, laborers, technicians, and suppliers. Creating jobs requires proper use of available resources. Therefore, the next important is the mobilization of resources, proper utilization of resources. Public finance helps the government to mobilize financial and physical resources for national development. The government collects resources through taxes, public borrowing, grants, and other sources and allocate them to productive sectors of the economy. Efficient mobilization of resources ensures that limited resources are used wisely for maximum public benefit. For example, tax revenue collected from citizen is invested in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and agriculture. Resources should not be concentrated only in developed areas. They should be distributed equally across the country. Balanced regional development. Public finance helps to reduce the regional imbalance by developing backward areas. Some regions are highly developed while others are remain backward. The government provides special grants, infrastructure, industries, education, educational institutions, and welfare programs in backward regions to ensure equal development. While developing different regions, the government must also protect the nation from internal and external threats. National defense and security. National defense is one of the most important responsibilities of the government. Public finance is essential for maintaining defense and internal security. Public finance provide funds for maintaining the army, navy, air force, police, border security, intelligence agencies, disaster management, and cyber security. Without adequate financial resources, national security cannot be maintained. For example, defense equipment, border roads, and modern military technologies are financed through government expenditure. Apart from defense, the government also undertakes business activities through public sector enterprises. Public finance helps establish and develop a public sector enterprises. Public finance helps the government establish and manage the public sector enterprises. Public enterprises provide essential goods and services, generate employment, support industrialization, and contribute to national income. They also operate in sectors where private investment may be insufficient or socially undesirable. For example, government owned enterprises in electricity, railways, oil and manufacturing, defense manufacturing contribute significantly to national development. All these functions together ultimately contributed to the overall development of the region, overall development of the nation, overall economic development, economic stability. Public finance helps to maintain stability in the economy through proper fiscal policies. Public finance contributes to the overall economic development of the country. It promotes investment, improves infrastructure, enhances productivity, strengthens human capital, creates employment, reduces poverty, and ensures sustainable growth. Thus, the public finance act as a backbone of the national development. For example, a country with a sound public finance can provide a better education, healthcare, infrastructure, employment opportunities, and a high standard of living. Okay, public finance is a very important for the economic and social development of a country. It promotes welfare, stability, employment, equality, and economic growth. Public finance is not merely the management of government income and expenditure, it is a powerful instrument for achieving economic growth, social justice, and national prosperity. A country's progress largely depends on how effectively it manages its public finance. Okay, thank you.